Sacramento. My mom and my dad is from the East Coast, from Maryland,
Mm.
but my mom moved down here when we were super young. I was born here; she was pregnant, and but my two older sisters are from the East Coast. So, but yeah, still born and raised in Sacramento.
That's dope, man. Um, so born and raised in Sacramento, and now you say you want to be a teacher, right? So people who are listening to right now will probably know I'm a teacher. That's my full time gig, until this podcast takes me to Joe Rogan status. I'll be teaching, but
Hey, let's
yeah, I mean, one day. So I do appreciate you coming on and be able to share your story. So what made you want to get into teaching, man? Let's start with there.
So with teaching, it's always been a passion of mine. I just want to influence and help people that need to be helped, and I think education is the best way to do it. And I was inspired by my history teacher. The specific field would be to teach history. I love history, and that's where the subject that I would like to take. But as far as wanting to be a teacher, like I said, it came from my teacher from when I was in high school. When we're at the age of like 16, 17, there's all this pressure that we're about to be an adult. We should already know what we're supposed to do, and I just took it running, and that's what I want to do. Yeah.
And I think that's big. Like I think anybody who goes into teaching probably had a positive experience, at least something. And I've heard some teachers tell me that they go into teaching after having a bad experience, but it's only a couple of them that I heard tell me that. So for you to tell me you had a positive experience with a teacher that kind of reached out to you and inspired you in a certain way, and now you want to give that back to the new generation, I think that's pretty much what
I would
teachers
love
do.
to. Yeah.
So kind of before we start there, man. So growing up, before we get into the whole teaching thing, um, you know, kind of tell me, man, like going into college, was that something normal to you? And I asked that everybody, is that something that you thought you were going to go into right away? Because I know you're going to Sac State, Stingers up, right?
That's
Uh,
right.
I knew you were going to go to Sac State. Was that something that you were thinking about as you were younger, or was it something that just came up when you were finishing high school? How did that go about?
So I would college is always the goal for like any parents to teach their kids, right? They think that education's like the number one thing to put you in a great position in life.
Right.
And for me, I knew that was going to be the goal, but I never knew exactly what I wanted to do until obviously I got to high school. But um I think deciding where or which college to go to, and it's a funny story. I had joined Avid, which is like it's a group that like helps you prepare for college basically in high school. And when I was talking to my teacher my freshman year, she's like, "So, like, what type of colleges would you be interested in?" I'm in eighth grade, about to be a freshman, so I just didn't really have the greatest idea. So the two colleges that I listed, you're gonna laugh at this. My two colleges were Sierra College, it was community college,
Right.
and then I said Harvard. and
Okay.
then and I know that's a wide range of
Yeah,
what I would
yeah.
get accepted in, but I said Harvard because my mom always wanted me to be a lawyer or an attorney growing up, and it was because I'm very argumentative, and I try not to be depending on the subject and everything, but you know, I just didn't have that passion to like because I don't think being a lawyer is necessarily teaching in that degree. So I think teaching would definitely it's more up my alley for sure. But yeah, college is excellent.